India's fintech model explained how a billion people went digital. What happens when more than a billion people suddenly gain access to digital finance? Not slowly, not over decades, but almost all at once. In less than 15 years, India transformed from a largely cash-based economy into one of the most advanced digital payment ecosystems on Earth. And the most surprising part is this: it didn't happen because of private banks or Silicon Valley startups. It happened because infrastructure came first. Today, India may be running the most scalable fintech experiment ever created, and the rest of the world is quietly studying it. The problem India faced. Around 2010, India had a massive challenge. Hundreds of millions of people had no bank accounts. Rural populations relied almost entirely on cash. Sending money across regions was slow, expensive, and often inaccessible. Traditional banking expansion simply couldn't keep up with the size of the population. Building physical branches for over a billion citizens was impossible. So instead of expanding banking the old way, India asked a different question: what if finance became digital infrastructure like roads or electricity? That question changed everything. The foundation: digital identity. The first step wasn't payments. It was an identity. India launched Aadhaar, a biometric digital ID system that allowed citizens to verify who they were instantly using fingerprints or iris scans. Today, more than 1.3 billion people are enrolled. For the first time, millions who had never been formally recognized by financial institutions could open accounts remotely. No paperwork, no branch visits, no traditional barriers. Identity became programmable, and once identity exists digitally, finance can follow. The breakthrough: instant payments for everyone. In 2016, India introduced something that completely changed global fintech thinking: Unified Payments Interface, better known as UPI. UPI allowed anyone to send money instantly between bank accounts using just a phone. No IBAN, no long numbers, no waiting days for settlement. Just scan, tap, send. And here's the critical difference: UPI was built as public digital infrastructure, not a private payment network. Companies like PhonePe, Google Pay, and Paytm compete on top of the same rails. The government didn't build the apps. It built the system everyone could use. By 2024, UPI was processing billions of transactions every month, surpassing card payments in scale and becoming one of the largest real-time payment networks in the world. Street vendors, taxi drivers, small shops, everyone joined the digital economy. Why India's model is different? Most countries let fintech grow first and regulate later. India did the opposite. It created what is now called the India stack: layers of digital infrastructure: identity, payments, data sharing, verification. Think of it like financial Lego blocks. Startups don't need to rebuild banking from scratch. They plug into existing systems and innovate faster. This dramatically lowers costs. Opening accounts becomes cheaper, payments become nearly free, innovation becomes accessible even for small startups. And that's why India produces fintech adoption at massive scale: not just innovation, but usage. Global impact. Today, countries across Asia, Africa, and even Europe are studying the Indian model. Because the lesson isn't just technological, it's structural. Digital finance works best when infrastructure is open, interoperable, and inclusive. India proved that fintech doesn't need to start with venture capital hype. It can start with public rails that allow private innovation to flourish. And now, the next phase is beginning. Because once payments become instant and digital identity is universal, a new question emerges: what happens when savings, investments, and even government debt move onto digital rails? That's where fintech meets capital markets and where the story moves next. In the next video, we'll explore why the UAE is becoming one of the world's fastest growing fintech hubs and how global capital is flowing into the region. Subscribe now and join the journey.